I was the first Latino to get signed to Ruthless Records with Eazy-E. We started the project. We started recording the Smile Now Die Later album, which still went and sold 490,000 units without even really no street promotion or really push, just off of what we were doing. But what happened is maybe, I want to say a month before the project was going to wrap, the last 3 tracks on the album were going to be with me and E.
Right.
And he had called me and told me that he was in New York, and he had just got the deal with Relativity for us to come. So he had a check for me for a $500,000 ticket, $500,000. So he was like, I'll be back Friday after I come back. Well, he ended up coming back on Saturday, because if you remember, one of the last videos he shot was one with the Wu-Tang Clan, and they come out of those MPVs with the Super Soakers and all that. So he's like, man, he's saying like, man, I'm not feeling that good. I got like a chest congestion, like a thing, and then it ended up going into that Sunday. So I went to his house in Calabasas that Sunday, and he handed me the check. He's all, man, don't go blow all this money in one spot. I'm like, I don't hear nothing. I'm like, 500. What cars am I gonna buy now? I had 7 cars already at that time. We were just flipping cars already with me and Chino and them. So I just, that was like that Sunday, and then they told me, he's like, man, I got some congestion in my chest. It's turning into like bronchitis or something, right?
Wow.
So that was the stint to the hospital. He never came out. Well, I had a girlfriend at that time, and she told me, she said they were at Cedars-Sinai, and she called me on the phone. This was before anybody knew about Eazy contracting the AIDS virus or anything like that. She called me, she said, Eazy's on the AIDS floor right here at Cedars-Sinai. And I'm like, really? I said, yeah, he does a lot of charity things. He probably is up there visiting the patient, or seeing something. And she just abruptly stopped me right there, and she said, Frost, Eazy's on the AIDS floor. They don't let people up here, period. It's not no celebrities. It's not none of that shit like that. So I called Tony. Tony G. This was our producer that did La Raza and all that. And I'm all, Tony, this girl told me this on the phone. He's all, this is 2 weeks before anybody had even knew anything. And then all of a sudden, he's all, nah, he's got bronchitis, but it's turning into like some stages of tuberculosis. They're trying to get it out of him now, but don't trip. We're going to be all good. They're still telling me during this week, but this girl had already told me that he was on the AIDS floor. So 2 weeks after, the week before they even were going to announce it, Tony calls me on the phone, and he's all serious as hell. And he's all, Tootie, what? They call me Tootie, the name that my family called me. So he's all, Tootie, what happened with how did you find out about that for real? Because Eazy has AIDS, like that. And I said, I told you, Tony, but I never really had told anybody or really had knew none of that stuff. So during that time of Eazy even going from any kind of anything of that, first of all, you gotta even think of that tragedy. No girl has ever came forward saying that they got the AIDS virus from Eazy or thing. I'm gonna tell you what happened with Eazy getting AIDS, and I believe this to this day. And I don't care if you guys got it on film. You could tell the world. They gave him tainted needles with acupuncture needles that tainted him, and gave it to him because he got hurt in Honda Valley on quad runners, and he was riding quads, and what happened is that someone, I won't say the name, but people know the name. I don't want to say that name because it's a devil's name, but another person in rap, if you know your history of rap, calls him a devil. So if you know your history in rap or West Coast rap, you'll know who I'm saying. But I was told, even in the last conversation from Eazy, not to even talk to that man. And not only that, but I think that they really had a stronghold of giving him tainted needles with the AIDS virus in them through acupuncture. Because how else could somebody die that fast of AIDS? Have you even heard of somebody dying in 2 weeks of AIDS, bro? Come on, man. This is unheard of, bro. It was like, I'm in the hospital. I contracted the AIDS virus. 2 weeks later, March 26th or whatever, I fall out and I die. You know what I mean? It's the same conspiracy to me in my eyes of rap, if you really want to know. like Operation Need a Stop rap, or a dude that was just mimicking fucking police. It seems like every person that's done a record about that or done that or raised up to the government is either been their demise. Tupac, another example, Mr. Clinton, Mr. Vato, you're too lame to understand the way the game go, you're lame, so I gotta hit you with a hot pack. He's talking about straight killing the president of the United States, and then his demise happens. Dude, from a sniper, not a gangbang killer, bro. Come on, think about this. A dude that's gonna come and meticulously put 5, 6 bullets in a circle is not a gangbanger, dude, because gangbangers that come and shoot are just gonna shoot like that and hit bullets on the wall, on the top, on the thing, and hope that they got enough rounds to clip one of their enemies or not. Not like that, bro. No fucking way. Biggie, no fucking way, bro. There's no fucking way these dudes were just gangbangers shooting like that, bro. Those are marksmen, government fucking snipers. I don't give a fuck. Come to my house. I live in Pasadena. You all know where I stay. Come sniper me, bro. You know what I mean? Because we know, man. Truth is the truth, and so let it be told, man. For real. I know a lot of shit about this shit, man. For real.